My name is Pat Thompson. I'm public health nurse from Marshall County, and today is April 2nd. Hard to believe that we're already into April of this year, and we're into how many weeks of our coronavirus that's been going on. So I'm here to give an update, and sometimes it's I'm talking to people that really do pay attention and do know, but there's always something more that we can learn every time, so we'll just see how this goes today. So I hope that you're staying home and doing your social distancing, and I have to give credit to James Corden because he said, it's more physical distancing. Now social, if we're too close physically, we want to hug, we want to do all those types of things. So I think it's really important to continue. In fact, I know it's important to stay home in your home. Stay in your yard. Don't congregate anywhere at all times, because that's how we're going to stop the spread. In fact, I've been working from home and it's going pretty darn good. Sometimes when I talk to people on the phone, they probably get tired because I want to talk a little bit longer, more social, but that's just the way it is, and so they're polite and kind, so I'm grateful for that. But anyway, we do have that need to see people, but we're going to have to find another way for now. This, like we all know, this won't be forever. We've weathered many storms in the past, and actually tornadoes, so we're at a place where we have seen things where we've been able to do things that we need to do to take good care of ourselves and our community, and that's what's important. So to your good health today, please stay home no matter what. So staying home means, if someone needs to go to the grocery store, because we know we have that capability, we know we have things that we need to stock up on again, and by stocking up I don't mean clearing off the shelf. We know that, right? Because we see the consequences of that no matter what time of day I go to the grocery store, there is no toilet paper. Luckily I buy what's on sale in the past, so I'm good. And I would never buy more than one because that's what we have to do. But anyway, we need to go to the store again, and the idea is that you have one person from the household go to the grocery store, and they come home and they immediately leave the grocery store and they go home and wash their hands and do all the things you do to protect yourself from being in that environment. And when you're at the grocery store, it is not a time to socialize, even though that's hard for me, but that's what we need to do. Get in there, do the things we need to do. It's not business as usual, and the people at the grocery store will appreciate it if we're healthy when we go. Don't send someone who's ill, or if you're not feeling well, do not go out, please. And when I say grocery store, or a place where we can get our essential goods, it could be our Walmart, our little gas stations where we're filling up with gas, that type of thing, and our grocery stores, and any other place that offers our supplies that we need. The distance that we need to stay apart is 6 feet or greater. Sometimes I think, oh yeah, we don't have to stand even 6 feet together, okay? Staying outside and visiting with someone who's dropped something off at your home is okay, as long as you're maintaining distance. And like I now say, it's all about location, 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 and that includes yourself and the other person around you, that you keep your distance from each other. And you can do hug, hug, kiss, kiss like I do, and blow a kiss to your loved ones and not touch each other. We've been blessed with sunshine, so we can have some of that outside socialization while maintaining distance, and I've enjoyed that myself, waving at people from the bike trail and neighbors from the decks, that type of thing. But we still have to watch out for, maintain still the three things that are important to us is washing our hands. Again, stay home if you're sick, or now just stay home, please, and covering your cough. So washing your hands is with either soap and water for 20 seconds, which is a very, very, very adequate, more than adequate way of taking care of your hand hygiene, or using a alcohol-based cleanser, or our can't think of the word right now, but anyway, what we use all the time, and we've kind of run out of in the world, and maybe some more stock, I'm not sure, but soap and water is just as effective, and that's what you should be doing around your home too, rather than using up your stock inside the home, because soap and water works great. And when I talk about hand washing and staying home if you're sick and covering your cough, I always see people's eyes glaze over. I see it, but those are the main things we need to do. Symptoms of the coronavirus include a sore throat, respiratory symptoms, and a fever, but not everybody has symptoms, so that's why we ask you to stay home too, to decrease any exposure that could be out there. The coronavirus is not absorbed through your skin, it's absorbed through your mucous membranes, which are your eyes, nose, and mouth, so that's why we have you wash your hands before you eat. You need to be doing that even though you've been in your house or you've been out. I've heard people say, well, I had a shower. Well, that's not enough. Wash them before you eat every time, because you're actually decreasing your chances of getting sick. Even when this virus is gone or actually not as active, because you know those viruses are still around. Do it then, because that's how we take good care of ourselves, really, and take care of others. One thing I want you to do is respect restrictions. So when public health asks someone to stay home when they need to, I know that people do a really good job, but also respect that someone else may have some restrictions that they're sharing with you, and don't go into their homes. So that's that same old thing, stay home. And be sure to help other people from a distance. I actually help one friend, a dear friend of mine, with groceries, and it's a pleasure to do that. But I actually put him in the door and kiss, kiss, goodbye, and move on, and we're both protected that way. And you can be creative in how you help people out too. It may be as weather changes, there may be some lawn mowing that needs to be done that someone needs help with, or bringing the mail closer to the house type of thing for them, or like I said, getting groceries or some of those things that they may need. You need to be creative, but not within that space of 6 feet or greater. I want to discourage congregating. It's so hard not to when you have special events coming up, and especially Easter. Don't do it. Stay home. Have your family stay home. Have your friends stay home. Don't do it, because you don't know what that other person was exposed to, and it's never on purpose. It's never planned, but we just don't know. So the more people that you see, the greater chances of catching or being exposed to this virus if you see more people. Okay, so your friends may be out and about a teeny bit more than you are. They need to stay out of the house. And so when we actually canceled my family's Easter at my house, and this is the first time ever there won't be an Easter egg hunt, but next year. And you know, we just need to cancel that because it's scattered throughout the state. My family is, and I don't want them bringing anything to me, and they don't want anything from me either, or from each other. So that's the plan, and they're very understanding about that, and your family will be too. So no congregating. Do not even congregate in the neighborhood, really, because it's very tempting to get too close. It really is. Stay in your house. Stay on the deck. Wave. We talked last time about cleaning, and so cleaning is important, as it is all the time, but you know, hit those high-touch services and use your normal house cleaning products that you use. Remember that you need to read the directions, and when it says 1/4 cup of this concentrate, 1 cup is not better. Okay, follow directions for your safety too, because there can be fumes that can lead to respiratory problems on their own. So do not try to make your own concoction. Okay, read the labels, please. I want to talk to you about actually making choices and being deliberate and intentional in your activities over these next months. I hate to say it, it's not days, it's not weeks, it's going to be months before things are returning to our new normal, but we'll be back to it sometime. And be sure to practice patience and kindness with each other, because this is a hard time to be so close to some of our loved ones, or to be alone. Being alone is very hard, and it's a human nature to want to be together with each other, and especially during our committees and our women's groups and our men's groups that we have that are so important to us and bring us out into the community. You will get back together, and emails work great, and all those types of things. Facebook, you know, that's a nice social venue or activity that you can do, but always remember trusted, credible sources. Don't, everything on Facebook is not true. Rumors are definitely not the way to go. Okay, I don't even read Facebook because it just doesn't make me happy, doesn't help improve me as a person, so I don't do that. But other people enjoy it for various reasons. Just remember, rumors are, you just need to really check them out and don't believe everything you read or see. What do we know about the virus surviving and thriving on surfaces? And they say, you hear kind of different things at times, but a hard, dry surface is less likely to have it. But see, it doesn't, not that it doesn't matter, but what we really need to do, because surfaces have all kinds of, more than just coronavirus on them, they have other bugs and germs and things like that. That's just a fact of life. And so you always wash your hands before you eat, always. You wash your hands before you touch your eyes, nose, and mouth. I know I've had to change my habits a lot, but it works. If I can do it, anybody can do it. And just keep being very deliberate, intentional, and make the choice, make the determination that you're not going to do that. So the time frame is really kind of unknown, and it just depends on the surface type and that type of thing. And the most important thing is, it matters, but also you need to just wash your hands. Is there anything that can help immunity? Is there anything about staying healthy through this? And it's going to be the same old, same old. Get plenty of rest. Allow yourself some time to just relax and enjoy a moment. Do some favorite activity, because that helps build you up to stay connected with good friends, because that helps our mental health. And eat a good diet. Get plenty of fluids. And I have to be honest with you. I did buy some treats for my grandchildren so I could, almost throw them at my son in a parking lot. That's really the plan, but we haven't met. So guess what? I'm eating it. So don't do what I do, because it's too easy to eat those good things that you kind of stocked up on and you've meant for grandchildren or yourself later on. So I've heard of stories where, you've eaten everything the first week. And so, we probably will need actually some shows or classes on how to get back to better nutrition after we get past eating everything in sight. Does that sound, it's just how we are sometimes, or me. So anyway, good nutrition, our sugars that are simple sugars are just not healthy for us, and we need to look at good nutrition with the right balance of protein and fats and fruits and vegetables. So concentrate on that. Get plenty of liquids, and that doesn't mean alcohol, because we need to be healthy about everything that we do, and be, like I said, intentional and deliberate, because sometimes I have to do that in order to not cave and eat that box of Oreos or something. So I'm human too. People that work out, are they more susceptible? I would say no, because it's a good, healthy thing to do, unless you're overworking yourself because you have more time. So be wise in that type of thing. And as always, any exercise program, like, you read every label, be sure to consult your healthcare provider type of thing. But it is important to keep up your exercise and those types of things that you do, because they make us strong. And it's good to be active, because it helps build us up too. So use your common sense of what you normally do. And actually, exercise can kind of fall off a little bit as we're going through this, and we get in the habits of sitting more and getting out and do some walking, not congregating, but walking and enjoying the nice days that we've had, because we've had some really nice days, and there are more to come, and I appreciate that. If you look at the TR at the bottom, they have the confirmed for the counties right down there, and I forgot to look this morning. So far we've been pretty darn blessed in Marshall County, and so I appreciate that. I appreciate having Iowa kind of in the middle of the United States a little bit, because that, even though we're a very international traveling county, community, state, we've actually had people have canceled trips that they had planned and those types of things because of the coronavirus. So I can't really predict. I know, as hard as it is to say, we're not very far into this, and it's going to go on. Okay, we're not done yet. So even if so remember those 3 things, that's actually stay home if you're sick, stay home, period, please, and wash your hands. Just when things start looking a little bit better, and we've had it kind of made in the shade in this county, really, do not let go your guard. Do not start getting out and congregating again. I want to say having fun, but you should be able to have fun too at home, I know. But congregating, and pay attention to what the Iowa Department of Public Health, what Marshall County Public Health says and recommends, and do as I do at that, just stay home, because until it's, and when will it be totally clear? I have no way of predicting. And actually, when people start getting back together again, there's another chance of, in my limited experience with this, that cases could go up again, because people are congregating, and it just doesn't go away easily. And when we're looking at a 2-week, 14-day window of making sure that you don't have it from your last exposure, that doesn't mean that you haven't had other exposures. Just because you've gotten past that doesn't mean that everything's clear, okay? People can actually, like Craig said, people can be asymptomatic, no symptoms at all. And I know that younger people have less severe symptoms or none, but that could even happen in me, myself. But that's why we say stay home. And our younger people tend to, they're very active. We want them to be, and they want to congregate, because so do we. But that's the people we really need to make sure everybody in the family does the same thing, and does not congregate with friends, because friends talk to friends that talk to friends that you don't know who they've talked to. And this is just something we need to stop now. And stopping it helps. The reason why, among all the other things, we don't want people to get sick, but there's a really good chance you will. There's a good chance you'll be exposed to coronavirus, and I get that, but if everybody gets sick at the very same time, it's overwhelming to everybody, including especially our healthcare systems. And so we need them, and we need them not to get ill, and we need them to help take care of us. And if we're all sick at one time, it's really going to be I don't want to say disaster, but it's not going to work. It's going to crash everything, and we can see that happening in other states to a degree, a big degree. So we want to avoid that. That's why we're asking people in the county, in the state, in the country to stay home. Thank you, everyone. Stay home, be safe, even if you don't want to, and I totally get that. And until next time, bye. One more time, stay away from each other. How can I say it any more blunt than that? Stay home, please.